Hey everyone, welcome back to Veteran Voices Unleashed. So glad you're all tuning in.
Hey folks, always awesome to be here. How are things going with you?
Not bad at all. Keeping busy as usual. Hey, have you been following the recent complaints filed against the VA systems?
Yeah, I've seen some headlines. What's the latest?
Well, I was just reading about Heather Harrison's formal complaint on behalf of her husband, Ronald.
Oh yeah, what's happening there?
She outlined some serious medical negligence. Their concerns were ignored, referrals delayed, and they weren't even told about critical test results.
Seriously, that's just unacceptable.
I know, right? And because of all that, Ronald's health declined significantly.
That's so heartbreaking. How does something like that even happen?
Exactly. And they tried reaching out multiple times, but still, nothing got resolved.
That's infuriating. Makes you wonder how many other veterans are dealing with this.
Exactly my point. And then there's the complaint from Jessica Rickett about her husband.
Wait, what's her story?
She alleges that the Columbus and Chillicothe VA systems failed to diagnose and treat his service-connected conditions.
Like what kind of conditions?
Cancers and thyroid issues. Pretty serious stuff.
Wow. Omitting key facts from imaging reports and doing incorrect tests? That's beyond negligent.
Tell me about it. It's like basic medical procedures aren't being followed.
That's insane. I mean, these are people's lives we're talking about.
Exactly. And it feels like there's a pattern here.
You're onto something, and when you add KB's experiences at VAMC Orlando, it gets even more alarming.
What happened with KB?
Denial of established treatment plans, misdiagnoses, refusal of necessary diagnostic imaging, you name it.
Unbelievable. It's like a systemic failure.
It really is. And then Daniel Wall's allegations highlight even more issues.
What's going on in his case?
Delayed diagnoses of Gulf War syndrome conditions, unethical prescribing practices, even medical record tampering.
Medical record tampering? That's a major red flag.
Absolutely. If these allegations are true, it's a massive breach of trust.
No doubt about it. It's hard not to see a systemic problem here.
Exactly. And these cases are from different regions and facilities.
Which means it's not just a local issue. It's widespread.
Unfortunately, yes. It's pretty alarming.
You'd think the VA would have better protocols in place.
You'd hope so. Veterans deserve so much better.
They really do. They've given so much for our country.
Precisely. The least we can do is provide them with proper care.
Couldn't agree more. So why do you think this is happening?
I think lack of accountability is a big part.
Maybe, but I also think understaffing and budget cuts play a role.
Sure, but that doesn't excuse the negligence.
No, but it might explain some of the strain on the system.
Fair enough, but the VA still needs to address these problems head on.
Absolutely. There should be immediate investigations into these complaints.
Agreed, and transparency is key.
Definitely. Without it, trust continues to erode.
Exactly, and veterans may stop seeking help altogether.
That's the last thing we want.
Exactly. I was really disturbed by the allegations of the VA weaponizing psychiatric diagnoses.
Yeah, that's messed up. Using mental health to dismiss real medical issues.
Right? It's unethical and harmful.
And it only adds to the stigma around mental health.
Precisely. So how do we fix this?
Well, better training for VA staff would help.
Agreed. And maybe bringing in external oversight.
That's a good idea. Independent audits could expose systemic issues.
And involving veterans in the solutions.
Absolutely. They know their needs best.
Maybe partnering with advocacy groups could make a difference.
That's definitely worth exploring.
But the VA has to be willing to accept help and criticism.
True, and that's often a hurdle.
Yeah, but it's necessary for change.
Absolutely. Without accountability, nothing will improve.
So, in the meantime, what can veterans do?
They should keep voicing their concerns.
And reach out to their representatives.
Exactly. The more noise they make, the harder it is to ignore.
Public pressure can lead to policy changes.
Absolutely. And sharing their stories on platforms like ours.
Yes, giving them a platform is so important.
You know, sometimes it feels overwhelming.
It does, but every action counts.
Right. Change doesn't happen overnight.
Exactly. So any final thoughts?
Just that we need to keep pushing for better care.
Couldn't agree more. Our veterans deserve nothing less.
Thanks for discussing this with me.
Anytime, always a pleasure.
Same here. Take care.
Bye everyone, and thanks for listening.